Good morning, all. In today's class, we are going to start our third term portion, which is in chemistry in daily life. So, this is the first lesson in your third term portion, biology. Okay, so which covers page number 65 to 67. Only in these page numbers, the topics, whatever it is covered, that is what we are going to discuss today. Okay, so what is mean by this chemistry in daily life? It means that in our daily life how we are just applying this chemistry in different forms. That is what it is, chemistry in daily life. Okay, so in this the topics what we are going to discuss is that first one, it is about ors and then antacid. Okay, so these two are the important topics what we are going to discuss today. So what is this ORS and antacid? What are all these two means? These two are that different medicines what we are just using it for different diseases. Okay, for curing various diseases. How we what are all that medicines we are using? Mostly for fever and for any accidents or any accidental wounds. Okay, in such a way there are many diseases. For that we will be applying different form of medicines. Okay, so in that what is the use of this ors and antacid, that is what we are going to discuss today. Okay, so first one, if we take that ors, what is this ors means? The expansion of ors, it is oral rehydration solution. Okay, so this is the expansion form of this ors, oral rehydration solution. So what is this oral rehydration solution? Okay, for what purpose we are using it means, so usually the children's they will be affected by a diarrhea disease. Okay, diarrhea, it is very common, for which will be just affecting the children's more. Okay, while diarrhea, what it happens is usually our body it will lose more amount of water. The water content in our body it will be lost more. Okay, during this diarrhea. So at that time what it has happened is we will feel very tired. When water content it is totally lost, nothing will be there in our body and we will be feeling very tired also. For just reducing that tiredness and also to just reobserve that water level, we are using this ors method. It means this ors method, it is nothing but a mixture. Okay, we are going to take a mixture of dry salt. Okay, a dry salt with clean water. Okay, with a clean water we are going to take it. Okay, even this also it will be increases that water content in our body. When we are taking it inside, that water in this the sodium content also it will be absorbed, because our body it needs that sodium content more. Okay, to just all the process in our body it want to be normal, means sodium content also it is needed more. For that purpose only we are adding that salt here. Okay, when we are adding that salt, what it happens is our usually salt it contains sodium. This normal name of salt itself it will be sodium. Okay, so when we are taking it more, what it happens, that salt content it will gives the sodium and it can be absorbed by our intestines and then it will be taken to all over the body. Okay, this is the normal function of this ors. But here additionally to this dry salt, okay, what we are going to add is sugar, okay, salt in water. Okay, so this is what the mixture we are going to do in this ors solution. Okay, because sugar also it gives us glucose. Okay, and then salt it gives sodium content. So these two are very important during this diarrhea disease, because water loss, when it is more glucose level, it means our energy level it will be totally down. To boost up that glucose it is needed for our body. So that is what we are adding sugar and salt in water, and it can be given as a treatment. Okay, for the diarrhea it is also a best treatment. Okay, because and also this method it was first given by Dr. Dilip Mahanalabis. Okay, he was that person who just first found this sugar plus salt in water. That method it was first found by this he, who's that, Dilip Mahanalabis. Only he just discovered this method. Okay, that is what it is generally called as ors solution, rehydration. Because whenever that water completely it is not, again the water it is just taken up by our body through this method. That is what it is called as rehydration by the process of osmosis. Okay, because when this content it is, when we are just taking the sugar and salt in water and when we are taking it inside, what it happens is our intestine, when we are just from our mouth it is entering into that intestine, our intestines it will be absorbing it. Okay, that absorption process, it is called as osmosis. Okay, that process, through that process, that glucose and also that sodium, it will be mixed into the bloodstream, and again we can get our energy. So this is the main use of this ORS. Okay, and then the next topic what we are going to see is about antacid. So what is this antacid? For what purpose this antacid it is used means for acidity. What is that acidity? How we are just getting this acidity? See, usually in our stomach, our intestines, our gastric glands, it will be just to producing a normal what, normal acid, which is called as hydrochloric acid. Okay, it will be normally secreted in our body. HCl means hydrochloric acid. Okay, this acid, it will be normally secreted in our body. Okay, for what purpose means in our stomach, when this acid it is secreted, what it happens means it helps in digesting that food materials. Okay, it will be helps for that easy digestion of that food materials. So that is what the main function of this hydrochloric acid when it is secreted. So when it is more, okay, due to that when this secretion it is more in number, what happens, the water level it will be reduced, and only that acid level alone it is more means our stomach it will be just get burnt. Okay, due to that acid, we know that acid how strong it will be. Okay, so when only that acid it is secreted in our body, what it happens, it will be very strong, which causes wounds in our what, wounds in our intestines, and also the stomach layer, everything it will be wounded. Okay, so that is what it is called as acidity. That burning sensation it will be happens in our stomach. Okay, so to reduce that process, this antacid it is very much useful. Okay, so for just reducing that acidity level, we are using this antacid as a medicine. Okay, so here today what are all the topics we have discussed is about ORS solution. ORS solution means that oral rehydration solution. So it means during the diarrhea, that mixture of sugar and salt in water. Here, and also one important thing is sugar, it should be 6 teaspoons. Okay, only 6 teaspoons. Along with that, salt it should be half a teaspoon. It is enough. This is that normal ratio what we want to add and take it. Okay, half a teaspoon. And then water, it should be 1 liter of water. Okay, so this is the normal ratio what we want to take it. It means if sugar it is more means also the diarrhea it will be become worse. Okay, in the children, if you are just giving sugar if it is little bit more means what it happens, it makes the diarrhea very worse. Okay, because diarrhea it will be severe. Okay, and the next one, if we take salt more means also it will be not good for children's. So that is what this normal ratio we have fixed, and for this ratio we want to take it as medicine when we just give for the children's. Okay, and then this method it was found by Dilip Mahanalabis, who was that person who found this method first. And then that water level, whatever that solution we are taking, how it is taking in through the process called osmosis. It means that water absorption process through that layer of that intestine, that water it is absorbed inside, not normally that water, the sodium and glucose levels. Okay, it will be absorbed inside through this process called as osmosis. And then what is the next one? Antacid. Antacid means the acidity level in our body, if it is more, it means that acid level if it is more means which causes acid. Okay, so that is called as acidity, which can be cured by this antacid. Okay.